I'm pretty sure that for certain Dendro teams, shielders and healers are going to become very important. Well, at least that's the case based off of this new information that we just got. So, Genshin recently released this information packet thing that talked a lot about the new things that are coming in version 3.0. And of course, among those things were the Dendro Reactions. Most of it was actually pretty simple. It basically talked about how to trigger the reactions, what the reactions do, and things like that. But there was actually something particularly interesting about the Bloom and Burgeon reactions. Now, just in case you guys didn't know, Bloom is a reaction between Hydro and Dendro, where when Hydro is applied to a Dendro-affected enemy, or vice versa, Bloom will occur and this little seed will drop. The seeds will then explode after a period of time, or after the amount of seeds reach a certain cap. Now, to clarify, when the amount of seeds exceed the cap, the seeds will explode one by one. So for example, we don't know the actual cap yet, but let's pretend that the cap is 2. By the time you make the third seed, the first seed you made will explode. So at most, there will only be the cap amount of seeds on field at once. And of course, the explosion deals Dendro damage. Now, if you apply Pyro onto those seeds, Burgeon will occur and the seeds will also explode, but with more AoE and Dendro damage. So yeah, it's basically an amplified version of the explosion from Bloom. Now here comes the interesting part. If you look at this animation from the information packet, it looks like the Bloom damage not only damages the enemy, but also yourself. And since Burgeon looks like an amplified version of Bloom, we can assume that Burgeon does the same thing. This means that if you try to deal more damage by triggering more reactions, you also risk dealing more damage to yourself. So while building Bloom and Burgeon teams, you really want shielders and healers to keep you alive. Fortunately, there are already characters that are speculated to be really good fits for this role. So if you like these characters and you want to play Bloom and Burgeon teams, you might want to look into investing in them. One of these characters is Kokomi, who's actually getting a rerun soon. And the reason she's a good fit is really simple. She applies good Hydro both on and off field, so you can pair her with a Dendro character and consistently trigger Blooms. She has very good healing, so you can heal any damage that you may have taken from the Blooms. And you build her with a lot of HP, so she's very tanky and not likely to die from the Blooms anyways. And for the other character, we have Thoma. Yes, after being not that great for so long, it might finally be his time to shine. He's an easily attainable 4-star, so you might already have him. He has a shield for good protection, and not only does he apply Pyro, which can be used to trigger Burgeon, he also doesn't apply too much Pyro, which is a good thing because if you apply too much Pyro, you risk triggering Burning, which is the Dendro Pyro reaction, and you most likely wouldn't want that if your goal is to trigger Burgeon. So yeah, with all that combined, it makes Thoma look like a very solid pick, and his time in the spotlight might finally come. Now, of course, there are a lot more shielders and healers that are probably good fits as well, but I think these two stand out the most and definitely are the ones that you should be looking into. But once again, I like to remind you guys that this is all still based on speculation. You should definitely treat this video more as a fun prediction video that you can kind of use as reference, and you should probably still wait until Dendro and Sumeru come out to make any final decisions. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be covering more Sumeru content as it comes out as well, so please do stay tuned and maybe consider dropping a like and subscribe. It really helps a lot.